The Philadelphia Eagles are entering a critical phase in their search for a new offensive coordinator, a process that has drawn attention from fans and analysts alike for weeks. Discussions around this position have dominated headlines, with speculation swirling about who might take the helm of the offense and how their approach could shape the team's performance in the upcoming season. The organization has emphasized the importance of finding a candidate who not only brings tactical knowledge but also aligns with the vision of the head coach and can elevate the offense to a consistently high level. This search has been deliberate, reflecting a recognition that the right hire could have long-term implications for the team's competitiveness. Among the potential candidates, one coach has captured considerable interest due to his ability to maximize talent under challenging circumstances. He has a track record of working with rosters that were far from stacked, turning limited resources into productive, efficient units. This skill set resonates strongly with the Eagles' current approach, which prioritizes innovation, adaptability, and leveraging the unique strengths of the roster. Management has made it clear that they are looking for someone capable of stepping in immediately and making a tangible impact, while also complementing the existing coaching philosophy rather than simply imposing a rigid system. The combination of creativity, strategic vision, and adaptability has become a central criterion in evaluating all prospects. The evaluation process has been shaped by a focus on thorough analysis and careful consideration rather than rushing to a decision. The team is conducting extensive interviews, reviewing past performance, and assessing each candidate's ability to lead and communicate effectively with players. Sources indicate that this approach is designed to reduce the risk of missteps that could affect the offense for an entire season. Insights from reliable insiders suggest that the Eagles are weighing both technical expertise and interpersonal skills, seeking someone who can command respect, foster accountability, and cultivate a culture of high performance throughout the offensive unit. One of the standout candidates attracting attention is Sean Mannion, the quarterback coach for the Green Bay Packers, who has been invited back for a second interview. Mannion has gained a reputation for developing quarterbacks, having worked closely with players like Jordan Love and Malik Willis, helping them refine their mechanics and decision-making under pressure. His approach emphasizes preparation, accountability, and a relentless work ethic, qualities that align with the standards valued by Philadelphia. While he has not yet called plays at the NFL level, his understanding of quarterback dynamics, offensive schemes, and player development has impressed the Eagles' decision-makers. The potential for fresh ideas and innovative strategies makes his candidacy particularly intriguing. Philadelphia has a history of taking calculated risks on coaches who may not fit conventional molds, but possess the vision and potential to transform an offense. Previous hires have demonstrated a willingness to prioritize long-term upside over immediate familiarity, which has contributed to a culture of resilience and sustained competitiveness. Multiple playoff appearances and consistent performance despite changes in the coaching staff highlight the benefits of this approach. The upcoming offensive coordinator selection is viewed as another opportunity to reinforce this philosophy, pairing the right coach with a roster full of talent that has sometimes struggled to reach its potential due to inconsistency in play calling. The broader context of the offseason adds further complexity to the Eagles' decisions. Conversations about player movements, roster adjustments, and potential retirements continue to circulate, each carrying implications for the team's strategy and the type of coordinator that would best fit the situation. While some of these discussions are speculative, others are grounded in the practical realities of team construction and player development. By carefully assessing candidates' evaluations of the roster and their ideas for optimizing the offense, the organization is gathering valuable information that extends beyond the immediate hiring decision. Patience has been a recurring theme in this process. The Eagles understand that rushing the selection could have ripple effects across the offense and impact the team's performance for an entire season. Balancing experience, potential, and compatibility with the head coach's vision is no small task, but the organization appears committed to approaching it with the seriousness it requires. Fans may be eager for quick answers, but building a sustainable offensive identity demands time, thoughtful consideration, and a willingness to invest in the right person for the long haul. Additional developments within the organization have been hinted at by insiders, suggesting that the offseason could bring surprises beyond the offensive coordinator search. Although details are limited, the ongoing dialogue has created a heightened sense of anticipation among fans. who are eager to see how new hires and potential structural changes might influence the overall strategy of the team. Every update, every meeting, and every evaluation is being closely monitored, as the next decision could significantly affect the dynamics of the roster and the offensive approach. As conversations about the Eagles' future unfold, discussions among the fanbase and analysts have grown increasingly detailed and passionate. Social media platforms, podcasts, and online forums have become spaces where every development is analyzed, every rumor dissected, and every insider report debated. The scrutiny reflects both the intensity of support for the team and the high expectations placed on the front office. Decisions regarding the offensive coordinator, while technical, are understood to have far-reaching consequences for player development, offensive cohesion, and the broader identity of the team. Every position on the field is under evaluation as part of this process. Analysts and insiders are exploring how a new offensive system could reshape player roles, redistribute responsibilities, and create opportunities for skill development. The quarterback position, in particular, is a major focus, with the understanding that the right coordinator could unlock untapped potential and elevate the performance of both starters and supporting players. Observers are examining how prospective hires plan to integrate the roster's unique talents into a cohesive offensive strategy capable of competing at a high level week after week. The Eagles are also mindful of the need for adaptability, even with a roster rich in talent. No team is without limitations, and the offensive coordinator must be able to adjust schemes to suit personnel effectively. Candidates' ability to adapt strategies, analyze matchups, and communicate adjustments clearly is under close scrutiny. This combination of tactical knowledge, strategic vision, and adaptability is expected to define the success of the next hire, ensuring that the offense can perform consistently. Despite the inevitable challenges of an NFL season, Philadelphia's approach to hiring an offensive coordinator reflects the franchise's broader philosophy: deliberate, data-driven, and focused on long-term success. By prioritizing candidates who demonstrate both technical expertise and the ability to connect with players, the organization seeks to build a staff capable of maximizing performance across all positions. Fans can expect a methodical evaluation process, one that considers multiple candidates and assesses both their tactical knowledge and interpersonal skills. The anticipation surrounding this search is intensifying, keeping supporters engaged with every development as the team works toward its next strategic move. As the Eagles continue their pursuit of a new offensive coordinator, the conversation naturally shifts toward the broader implications of this hire for the team's identity and performance. Every decision made during this process has the potential to influence the roster, game planning, and overall strategy in ways that go far beyond simply who is calling plays on Sundays. The front office is aware that the right coordinator must be a leader capable of inspiring players, adapting schemes to dynamic situations, and developing a culture of accountability and resilience across the offensive unit. This is a position where strategic thinking and leadership ability are just as critical as technical knowledge. And Philadelphia's management appears committed to finding someone who excels in all three areas. Sean Magnon's candidacy continues to generate significant interest because of his track record with quarterbacks and his analytical approach to the game. His time in Green Bay highlighted his ability to work with both starters and backups, helping them refine mechanics, improve decision-making, and better understand the nuances of the offense. Although he has not previously served as an NFL play caller, Magnon's deep understanding of offensive systems and his capacity to translate complex concepts into actionable guidance for players has impressed. The Eagles' leadership, the possibility of bringing in a fresh perspective, combined with a commitment to meticulous preparation and adaptability, makes his profile particularly appealing for a team looking to inject new energy into its offensive approach. The Eagles' philosophy in hiring coaches has long favored innovation and creativity over conventional credentials alone. Historical examples show that the team is willing to take calculated risks on candidates who may lack traditional experience but offer strategic vision and the ability to implement modern, effective schemes. This approach aligns with the organization's focus on long-term success rather than short-term fixes, and it has contributed to the franchise's sustained competitiveness in recent years. A coordinator who can create dynamic playbooks, keep defenses guessing, and tailor strategies to the strengths of the roster could have an immediate impact, transforming inconsistency into efficiency and maximizing the potential of every player on the field. off-season speculation continues to shape the broader conversation, with fans and analysts weighing the potential effects of roster changes alongside coaching decisions. Player movements, retirements, and possible acquisitions are all part of the dialogue, with each possibility influencing how the next coordinator might approach the offense. While some rumors carry less weight than others, all contribute to a sense of heightened anticipation as observers attempt to connect the dots between potential hires, player roles, and the team's overarching strategy. Management's ability to navigate this landscape while maintaining a deliberate, data-driven approach speaks to the importance placed on this decision. Continuity and stability are key considerations. As the Eagles evaluate candidates, frequent turnover in offensive coaching can disrupt rhythm, hinder player development, and create inconsistencies that are difficult to overcome during a season. By carefully selecting a coordinator who can balance fresh ideas with the maintenance of a stable framework, Philadelphia hopes to achieve both innovation and reliability. This is particularly important for the quarterback position, where clear communication, consistent coaching, and a coherent offensive vision are critical to performance under pressure. A strong hire at this position could provide the guidance necessary to help young quarterbacks grow and veterans perform at their peak. Discussions about player roles and responsibilities remain central to the evaluation process. Analysts are closely examining how a new offensive system might shift targets, redistribute snaps, and redefine positions across the field for young talent. This presents an opportunity to thrive in a system designed to leverage their strengths. For seasoned veterans, it offers clarity and the chance to maximize experience while contributing to a cohesive unit. The offensive coordinator's ability to manage these dynamics, motivate players, and instill confidence across the roster is an essential factor in the decision-making process. Adaptability remains a crucial component of what Philadelphia is looking for in a candidate. No roster is without limitations, and even a team with talented players must be able to adjust schemes to suit personnel and respond to the unique challenges presented by opponents. Candidates are being evaluated not only on their ability to design innovative plays, but also on how effectively they can communicate adjustments, solve problems under pressure, and maintain consistency over the course of a long NFL season. This combination of tactical acumen, leadership, and flexibility will define the success of the next offensive coordinator. The Eagles' approach to this search reflects a broader organizational philosophy, measured, analytical, and long-term oriented, by weighing fit, technical skill, and leadership qualities equally. The team aims to assemble a coaching staff capable of maximizing performance and fostering a culture of sustainable success. Fans can expect a thorough, deliberate process, one that evaluates multiple candidates and considers both their professional experience and ability to connect with players on a personal level. The anticipation around this hire has created an engaged and passionate discussion among supporters, reflecting the high stakes involved in shaping the future of the offense. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. Sadness is hanging over Philadelphia, and it has nothing to do with what happened on the field. Around the league, whispers are growing louder about the possible departure of one of the Eagles' most important players, a figure who has come to symbolize the team's recent identity. Nothing has been confirmed. Contracts have not been signed elsewhere, and official statements remain carefully vague. Still, the feeling in Philly is unmistakable. Something big may be about to change. Sources close to the situation suggest that internal conversations have become more complex, mixing financial realities with long-term vision. The Eagles are known for being aggressive but calculated, and that balance may now be testing relationships that once seemed unbreakable. The player at the center of the speculation has been a cornerstone, not just for performances, but for leadership, presence, and the connection with the fans. Losing him would not be just a roster move. It would be an emotional rupture. Fans have begun to read between the lines of press conferences, social media silences, and subtle comments from teammates in sports cities like Philadelphia. These details are never ignored. Every pause feels intentional, every word carefully chosen. Behind the scenes, there is talk of cap pressures, future negotiations, and a front office weighing whether loyalty or sustainability should come first. What makes the rumor more painful is the lack of closure. This is not a goodbye, at least not yet, but the uncertainty itself is heavy. Jerseys still fill the stands, chants still echo. But there is an undercurrent of anxiety, is not an exaggeration. It is a reflection of a fan base bracing for news it hopes will never fully arrive. If the speculation becomes reality, the Eagles would face more than a tactical challenge. They would need to redefine part of their identity, while fans would be left to wonder how a player so central could slip away. For now, all that exists is rumor, silence, and a city holding its breath, hoping that this story ends differently than it currently seems. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.